Hey, everybody. It's TreeofWoahShow. I'm wearing green.
I'm wearing black. Let's get this started. No Wadsworth constant for this.
Nope.
You know what that means? Congratulations, you know Reddit. First question came from Reddit, actually.
The first, I think, like 3 came from Reddit, if I'm correct. And then 1 later.
Oh, yeah. So the first one's from Account Deleter. Undertaker has to lose the streak to WrestleMania. Has to lose the streak of next Mania. To who and why?
Oh, it's next WrestleMania. Normally I'd say John Cena, because that would just, it'd just piss everybody off and it'd be really funny. I'm going to go, they'd have to build him up, obviously. They're starting to. And some people have even said that's why they are. I mean, I don't know if I agree with that, but I'd say Wade Barrett. 1, Wade Barrett's up-and-comer. It's believable. He's big enough. He's like a big enough guy to where he could, I don't know, he'd probably do it dirty, but still. And it would finally bring closure to why the Nexus helped Kane bury the Undertaker at Bragging Rights 2010. He'd come in and say, I buried you, Undertaker. And Undertaker would go, oh yeah, let's fight at WrestleMania. I remember now.
And then he'd get his Nexus buddies and join in for one
more match. And then they'd break up again. It would just bring closure to the situation.
Fucking classic.
That's my answer. I like that. All right, your turn.
My answer is Cody Rhodes.
Ooh, I like Cody. With or without his mask?
That was mask.
Dashing Cody Rhodes.
Dashing.
Oh, yeah.
Not, yeah, I guess so.
No, I mean,
dashing or not, whatever. Yeah,
that's the whole point, was his face. Yeah.
But I think my reason behind this is he's like 25,
He's really young.
He's not leaving the company, nor has he ever left the company, so there's no threat of that. He needs to get heat somehow, so he wins dirty. You keep Undertaker's streak of clean wins intact, and then you have him as a freaking heel. People could despise him because they took down the Undertaker.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point.
You actually get some heat without us marking out every time he goes on the TV and doing moonsaults and landing on his face.
Perfectly executed moonsaults.
Excellent.
Every single time.
Yep. So, Rhodes.
Wade Barrett, Cody Rhodes. Tell us yours at the bottom. And it's not, Undertaker will never lose. It's if he has to lose. That's the whole base of the question.
Yeah.
Next comes for Super Chaz Nay, I guess, 198. Who is the biggest wrestling name of all time without taking Hulk Hogan into consideration? You want me to start? Because I know mine. I actually did independent research on this at the Legacy Center.
Go.
I'm going to say The Rock. And, well, it's a 2-part question. Is it who is the biggest wrestling name of all time? Because that's easily The Rock. Because everyone knows The Rock used to be wrestling in all these movies.
No,
but if it was, if it was who is the biggest wrestling name because of their wrestling? Because I asked people when I was at the gym, because I saw this question. I was like, who do you think of when you think of wrestling? Well, The Rock. Well, that's because he's in all the movies. So if it was because, I mean, they knew he's a wrestler, so that's what they think of. But if it was for their wrestling, I have no idea. But I'm going to say The Rock because everyone knows The Rock because of his movies now, and everyone knows he used to be a wrestler.
Yeah. So
I would go Rock.
I have no disagreement with that.
Like my little cousins knew who The Rock was before they got into wrestling.
Yeah. Biggest name from actual wrestling.
That's hard.
Savage. Savage was great. I mean, we caught the tail end of Savage, but he was awesome.
I mean, but this question is more like if you walked to the mall and asked like 15 people, who do you think they'd say?
Yeah, they'd say The Rock.
Yeah, but I'm just
or
I can't.
Say Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, but that was part of the thing. We can't say him.
Hulk
Hogan, we're coming for you, but we can't say your name. Yeah, but for their wrestling, a lot of people know Stone Cold.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been in movies too, but they don't remember him.
The thing is, it's like what generation though? Because people our age are gonna say The Rock and they're gonna say Stone Cold, maybe even say Triple H.
Or Shawn Michaels. He's stretched a long ways.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
A lot of people know Shawn Michaels.
But you look back to the start, you get the whole Hart Michaels era.
Andre the Giant.
Yeah, Andre was. Yeah, he was a big deal. And
it depends on who you're asking, pretty much.
Yeah, Macho Man was a huge deal.
Mm-hmm.
Snap into a Slim Jim!
Oh, yeah! That's fun.
That is fun. All
right, next question comes from JP Junior. I think this is, I don't think this one was from, this is YouTube, I think. Hey guys, if you had the money and resources to either bring back an old company or improve one of the current ones to compete with WWE, which one would it be and why? I personally would revive WCW. They were the better company before the historic takeover and eventual collapse they had, in my opinion. That's a tough question because, like, if you're saying it like right now, and if you brought back WCW, you don't get all those guys back because they're with other places.
But you have money.
So you're gonna bring them over?
Yeah. I guess it's if you were to get a company right now, obviously the question implies that we have the WCW name and history.
So it's either WCW, TNA, or ROH basically.
ECW maybe. I can't really justify that in today's world going over too well.
Yeah, I would just take over TNA, to be honest with you. I don't want to revive things because that's just like rehashing. I'd take over TNA, get rid of the old dudes, and I don't know, but I think it'd be too hard to like start from scratch because WCW, the reason it'd be the guys. Most of those guys wouldn't leave. I don't know. That's a hard question.
Yeah, you look at the whole WCW. If you were to revive WCW, you're gonna bring back Malenko's a road agent for WWE.
Yeah,
he's not in ring shape. Jericho won't wrestle for some reason.
He wouldn't leave WWE either. Yeah, like most of the guys that were with WCW wouldn't leave. So that's
TNA is basically the rehashed WCW, and it's not too good.
TNA has a lot of talent. They just don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
If they had like writers that knew what was going on and like didn't tape their shows 4 weeks in advance and actually traveled and many other things, they'd be sick. Yeah. They have talent for days.
I'm gonna go with Ring of Honor in this one. I feel like if you Ring of Honor the resources, get them off the whole Sinclair thing with different broadcast times. If you have the money, you can get onto a bigger syndicated cable thing. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Get them on to, let's say...
Because they have good-ass wrestlers.
Yeah, they have good wrestlers. I think
that's with TNA, too. Whenever I watch TNA, I'm like, these guys are sick. They just know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah. ROH is even better. There's just no...
I don't know if they're better. Let's be serious. Have you seen TNA's roster? I know you don't watch as much as I do.
Yeah.
They have some dope dudes.
Yeah.
Austin Aries.
My response to that? El Generico. Love that guy. But yeah, I'd probably go ROH, or I'd try to make a conglomerate, just get as many people I can from Japan and ROH and all that stuff, and just buy those and condense, I guess, to a big indie promotion, I guess. Because there's some good ideas out there. There might be the next Paul Heyman out there, But
do you really think you could turn that into a competition for WWE? That's what the basis was. You have to compete with WWE, not just get a bunch of dudes.
Better than I could with taking over TNA. TNA soured a lot of people's opinions on them. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going with.
Dicka would pick the Bears.
Right.
All right. Next question comes from DM030394.
DM030393 was taken.
They ask, I don't know if this is, I'm guessing guy. I'll say it's guy. Asks a lot of questions. We like that. More you be like him.
I would make fun of your name every time. It's all love.
Keep asking us questions. You're our favorite.
And this question is, what is your favorite WrestleMania moment ever?
Easy. There's two. Either, oh gosh, actually that's not very easy. I would go with either probably WrestleMania 13, the Bret Hart Stone Cold match, because that pretty much like is what got Austin. Like that was when the legend of Stone Cold was born.
5-star classic. Yeah.
This dude did not tap out of the sharpshooter. He's bleeding. He passed out. Like that was what got him going. Started his legacy. Or every person will go with the Rock. Rock Hogan WrestleMania 18 because that was sick. Yeah. That was like the legend. It should have been. If you want to be honest, it should have been Hogan Austin. Austin was bigger at the time and in that era. But that match was fine. That crowd was nuts. Just seeing the moment where Hogan was supposed to be this huge heel. He's Hollywood Hulk Hogan, NWO. He's supposed to get booed out of the building. He comes out, and they cheer him like wild. His face just like genuinely like, all right. So that was sick. I would go with one of those two.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Hart Michaels. I already said that was in the past. Either that, I'd answer a second one. I'm going to go with the Hart Stone Cold.
There you go.
Yeah.
Consensus says fact.
We'll go with that as our consensus pick.
Mm-hmm.
And the next question is from Canis Nero.
Canis Nero. This is from
Reddit as well.
Yeah.
He said, "Where did the Funk Man get his unlimited texting plan from?"
He does text a lot, and I have T-Mobile, and I have unlimited texting, so I'd like to believe it was T-Mobile, because I like to believe me and the Funk Man are on the same page. Because I text a lot from a texter that texts a lot to another one. We know what's going on.
I think he has Verizon, because notice he's always backstage and all that stuff. It's tough to get reception inside arenas. And he never has a problem with that.
My Touch 4G, only from T-Mobile.
iPhone 4, Verizon, and AT&T. I'm gonna go with Verizon because I want to believe Funk Man can hear us now.
Funk Man, over. He's just sending nudes to everybody, all the divas. Take a look at this.
Brett Favre in it, sending pictures.
Oh yeah.
I sent this girl a picture of my dick.
Oh yeah. He's going Kanye West on the fools. Next 3 questions are from the Wrestling Gurus.
Hey.
What's up, Wrestling Gurus? What's up, Guru fans?
What's up, Guru fans?
What do you like to eat? Pizza.
Pizza.
A lot of pizza.
A lot of breakfast burritos.
Pizza and breakfast burritos. You don't have Beto's is like, I think, yeah, Beto's is, we have a restaurant here, it's just regional. Local. Breakfast burrito, potatoes. Cheese, eggs, bacon, wrapped up, hot sauce.
See, I go no hot sauce, and I put some either steak in there, have steak and bacon.
Steak and bacon.
The steakin'. Or I go with the mix, which is the ham and bacon. Both delicious, both affordable. Going with that. And what's your favorite? I'm going to elaborate on this question. Put you on the spot.
Oh.
Favorite pizza?
Ooh.
Location and actual thing.
Like from a delivery place?
No, I said locate all together.
Oh, okay. Best pizza I've ever had is at Universal Studios, Florida. It is on the walk from Universal Studios to Universal Studios Islands of Adventure. There's a restaurant called NBA City. In that restaurant is the best pizza in the world. I kid you not. Now, if we're ordering, if we have to order it in, which we do all the time, we actually are one of the founding members of the Trilogy Club, meaning that for 3 consecutive meals, we had pizza from Domino's, Papa John's, and pizza all the same day.
Right.
The Trilogy combo.
Repeat.
Yep. Next question. Do you like to do the cha-cha often?
Does that answer your question?
If it doesn't, we'll do it some more. The answer is yes. Okay. Next question. Who is the best in the world in the WWE?
Got a t-shirt that says it somewhere.
I do. Well, on my t-shirt it says CM Punk. So I'm going to agree with CM Punk. And I want to see him. I want to see a triple threat match between CM Punk, Chris Jericho, and the American Dolphin.
American Hybrid Dolphins, man.
Whatever.
That was the American Dolphin, and the Hybrid Dolphins were later on, after they got rid of Paul London. But I'm going with Brian Danielson.
Yeah, definitely not Daniel Bryan. Danielson.
Brian Danielson, yeah.
You can make a gripe for that. You cannot make a gripe for Daniel Bryan.
Did you see in the interview after he got fired or whatever, he said Daniel Bryan might have died tonight, but Brian Danielson will be fine. That's awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Yeah, that's answer the question.
Yeah. CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, Chris Jericho. I mean, come on. Let's make that thing happen.
He's not in WWE though.
Ooh, not right now. Neither's Bryan Danielson. Ha! So CM Punk is better than Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, that's true.
So in WWE, consensus is CM Punk. Once Bryan Danielson comes
over,
more
in the 6-minute
we'll
match.
think about it. Alright, and then from Wrestling Geniuses, but it's actually just one guy because the other dude left or something. Any diva, past or present, who would you boink? Let me tell you.
Keebler.
Oh yeah. I'll take Trish Stratus Attitude Era before she went on yoga and lost that ass. You know what I'm saying?
Stacey Keebler always had that ass. You know what I mean?
No, really, she had legs, but didn't lead anywhere. It was like, woo,
Keebler.
Stacey Keebler's hot.
Like 05 Keebler.
Okay, let me give you this. I might change my answer because any chick that can get George Clooney is probably the winner.
Yeah.
George Clooney can get what he wants. He chose Stacey Keebler, so I changed. Never mind. Stacey Keebler because I stay with George Clooney. We stay in the grass.
I stay in the grass. Stacey Keebler. All right. Next question from him is: would you boink Karma?
Absolutely not.
No.
She would squash me. I'd be nervous. I wouldn't know what to do. Not squash, literally. I'd whoop that ass in the ring. I'd hit that 5-star frog splash, break my ribs.
Yeah.
Would you boink karma?
Oh,
Good.
come on now.
This next question actually is logical. Comes from WPV357. And he asks, a cool name. That's a cool name.
Well, if we have girls fans that watch this, hey, shout out to all the girls out there.
Shout out to girls that are watching this. If you're hot, I have a phone number. How would you have booked the Nexus start to finish?
We have this one first.
I don't care. I know we have different answers, so it doesn't matter who goes first.
All right.
We're going to steal ideas.
Well, from the night after they do that thing, first off, don't fire Bryan Danielson.
Let him just choke that guy.
Yeah, let him choke that guy. Let him be
Justin
the crazy
Roberts.
guy. Yeah, and then Survivor Series, instead of doing a 7-on-7 match, SummerSlam, yeah, save that for Survivor Series, and at SummerSlam have separate matches. You know, have the tag match where they defend it. Basically, Nexus versus WWE and all these different things, and then build up from there to where you have Survivor Series. You have this 5-on-5 match or whatever. Have
Basically switch what they did at SummerSlam to Survivor Series.
basically, yeah. But basically have guys dropping off. Obviously, after the SummerSlam, you gotta cut loose Justin Gabriel, Keith Slater. You gotta cut Keith Slater, yeah, because they're tag partners, and maybe even Daniel Bryan. Depends on what you're doing. But those three guys, in my opinion, should not have been heels at that point, because no one wants to boo a 450 splash.
They don't.
And everyone loves Daniel Bryan.
And everyone hates Heath Slater.
Yeah, so Heath Slater should stay in there. Those two should have been the tag champs. That'd have
been cool.
Yeah, and then have the whole Survivor Series thing, and then after that have them try to do some crazy stuff in the Rumble, and then 2 guys left.
That did happen.
Punk with Barrett. Nexus guys come in to help out Punk, and you continue the Punk rise up as there, and then you get Barrett Punk at Mania for the control of Nexus or some BS like that.
Because Nexus still would have been meaningful.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah, because if you give Barrett the belts, or no, because, yeah, Punk's going to go for the belt and have Barrett win in the chamber with the help of some of the Nexus members. The Nexus members are tied, and then they say, we all got to stand together behind whoever is the champion. And that is your either heel or face turn, with whatever you want to go with. Depending on how the heat's going, you can go either way. That's my answer.
You almost just explained the Nexus and the core. That didn't work out at all.
Yeah.
But yours at least sounded more logical. They didn't just say, I'm good SmackDown now. I don't have enough time to make up a whole thing, so I'm going to just say what they did wrong and how I would have changed it. SummerSlam, the whole 7-on-7 match, or I think it was 7-on-7, I would have had Nexus win that, obviously, because that made them look like idiots. Because the next night, there's nothing they could have said. I just remember Cena come out talking crap. Wade Barrett still talking like, oh, we're still powerful. And the crowd's tapping, you tapped out to Wade Barrett. I have the Nexus win there. You know, however you want that to happen. Even if it has to be dirty, just don't make them lose. That's dumb. It makes no sense. And then it's the other big thing, Survivor Series. When Cena was a part of the Nexus, they screwed that whole up because Cena never even wore the Nexus shirt. He just wore the armband over the dumb purple shirt. It's like, oh, that looks awesome. He never came out to the song. He always had his own entrance. When it was Wade Barrett versus Randy Orton for the title and Cena fired or freed or whatever, I would have had Cena, the whole time just act like he's down the middle. And then at the end, turn on Orton, help Barrett win, so then he's free and he turns heel. He turns heel. Barrett's the champion. He's still a part of the Nexus. Like, he gets, all right, Cena, you're free. And he says, no, I want to stay and help you guys out. So that way, Cena is like in the Nexus, but Barrett's the champion. So he's the focal point. And Cena would have helped get them over as a heel because everyone would have been going crazy.
Yep.
There's two things.
Yeah, there we go.
Because then it would have been, and then down the line, Cena decides, I want to be a good guy again. And Barrett whoops that ass. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's all I can think of that's a pretty deep question. Yeah. Thank you, WPV357.
I saw this question on Reddit. Where we got that from? WPV must be on Reddit too. Awesome.
He's not.
Or she. What's up, girl?
He or she's not.
Okay.
All right. That does it for Q&A number 3. subscribe up here so you can hear more great answers to mediocre questions. Like this video because it was awesome. And leave real good questions down here.
Let's go to Reddit for all our questions because the Reddit questions are
debatable. So
that's the point. They should be debatable.
That's a good point.
They shouldn't be favorite pizza.
Yep.
I do enjoy that question.
That was a good question. We
didn't answer our favorite type of pizza, so I feel like the gurus aren't fully informed on our pizza enjoyment.
Oh, okay. If I was ordering from Domino's, I would get a large, New York style, large pepperoni, miniature pepperoni, and Papa John's, I would get
the pizza of a lifetime.
Yeah, the best pizza I've ever made in my life, which is double pepperoni, double sausage, 3 cheese blend, Parmesan cheese, extra cheese. And if we were getting pizza, I would get a ultimate cheese lovers, add chicken, which ends up being a chicken Alfredo pizza. Fair enough? How about you? How do you like that answer, world?
I'm going along with whatever he said.
Because I am.
I'll throw in half.
Yep. That's it from
TreeofWoahShow.
TreeofWoahShow. Leave questions, eat pizza. We will see you on. We'll see you on Friday, seeing as we're gonna post this probably after Raw. So we will see you later. Take care. Listen to Drake's album.